Good evening, everyone. Episode 43, I think. Pretty sure. I just checked before we started the podcast. I'm pretty sure it's 43.
Well, you didn't check with me, so that's great. I don't know.
Well, I checked with Podbean, who keeps all of our podcast recordings.
All right.
Episode 43, We Ride with Mike and Stace.
Hi, all.
Coming to you on location in the Burg of Gettys.
The Burg of Gettys. Yes.
We ended up driving the truck out today instead of the bike because the weather. Well, listen to our previous podcast on the weather and how wrong they fucking are. And it'll tell you why we decided to bring the truck instead of the bike.
Yeah. Valid.
But guess what? We had shorts on today, t-shirts. It was beautiful. Until evening.
Evening, yeah.
Then it started to rain. But prior to that, I mean, it was beautiful.
We looked and it was supposed to be what, mid-70s? It ended up being like 80-something?
Yeah.
That's why when you pack, you just pack it all.
Yeah. Luckily, we had the truck so that we were able to bring, some additional clothes.
For sure.
And we actually did need the umbrella for on the way walking back from dinner.
Yeah.
Because it was raining pretty good. Then the wind started to pick up, and it was a little chilly out there. But I mean,
we did anticipate.
For 75% of the day, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Way to go, weather people. But that was a previous podcast.
Yeah, we already touched base on that.
We did. So, what we want to discuss this evening is...
Do tell.
Do tell. I'm not 100% sure how to word it.
Yeah.
So, think about this. Anybody that's in the state of Pennsylvania, you have to get your car, your vehicle registered every year. You can do multiple years. So you can do like a 2-year, I think even a 3-year. But then you have to do an annual inspection of your car. So you have to take it to a mechanic, licensed mechanic. They look at a whole slew of things on your car.
Isn't this like everywhere that has to do this annual?
No.
What?
Ohio does not have annual inspections.
Oh, I mean, I knew that Ohio's rules were a little bit different, but I did not realize that they did not have to go annually. So what's the deal with that?
I don't know, but I know they don't have annual inspections like we do.
Interesting.
So we have to
What's happening there in Ohio, folks?
We have to do annual inspections where they look at, now, let me say that the things that they look at are good things that they look at. So,
for sure,
they check your tires, they check your brakes, which, I check that stuff to begin with, but then they check, other things. They can tell if your ball joint's bad, your tie rod end. So a whole bunch of other things that they check that, can affect the performance of your vehicle. Ooh, thunder. Lots of thunder.
Thunder.
So I'm not saying that the inspection is bad. I actually think the inspection is good.
It's a good thing.
It's for the safety of the vehicle, it's the safety of you.
Yeah, and I feel like it also would help with the longevity as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
it does. However,
knew there was a comma in there.
there is a comma. So we have to pay to have our vehicles worthy of driving on the road.
Yeah.
However, these roads are shit. These roads are not worthy of having a vehicle on them.
Especially after the winter. Mm-hmm. And they salt the heck out of them. And so when I say I live the salt life, I definitely don't mean I'm living the beach salt life. I'm living the PA salt life.
Very true.
I know it. And then the salt eats the roads away.
Mm-hmm.
And then they dig them up when they come through with the plows and whatnot. And leave all these craters.
It's almost June.
Mm-hmm.
And there are still fucking potholes that you could get lost in.
Yeah.
They probably show up on fucking Google Maps.
I mean, there are some where we're like, dang, like, you have to really kind of pay attention and juke them and whatnot to get out of the way.
And if you don't swerve to miss them.
Hold up. Okay. And our gas prices are pretty high.
Pretty high?
Because of, there's like our gas tax that's supposed to be going towards fixing these roads is pretty freaking high.
Yes.
Somebody's pocket. Here we go again. With somebody lining their pockets.
Yes.
With all of our tax money.
Exactly.
Oh my God. When it should be delegated towards the freaking roads.
Yeah, our roads are shit. Like I said,
the good old Commonwealth.
It is almost June. So in 2 days, right? 2 days?
I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
1 or 2 days.
Because it's cold and it's raining and I feel like we're in Canada. So to be honest with you, I'm even unsure. Is June really coming? June, are you coming in 2 days? Asking for a friend.
It'll be June relatively soon. And
as per the calendar.
Our roads are so shit.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't patched a lot of the potholes.
Some of them they have.
Yeah, some of them they have, but even on the interstate, they haven't patched a lot of them. So,
yeah.
And sometimes there's no way to avoid them, so you end up hitting them. Oh, they really half-ass them.
They put that cold patch in there. Mm-hmm. Smack it down. Call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? Imagine if I just be like, oh, this is wrong with your car or whatever. What if I just smacked something on it, slapped a sticker on it, and called it a day? That'd be frowned upon.
It would definitely be frowned upon.
For sure. Freaking PA.
These roads are destroying our vehicles.
How many
You hit these potholes, you have to get a new alignment.
Tires.
Because of that. You get flat tires, you bend rims, all this shit that happens because of the fucking potholes.
I say we start friggin' sending them the bill.
Well, I think you can file claims.
You can file claims, but I mean, how long does that take? Up front, you have to pay for it, or are you going to get reimbursed? Who knows?
You're absolutely correct. Up front, you do have to pay for it.
Yeah, because you need your car to go to work to, guess what, pay your fucking taxes. Imagine that.
What I would like to see
What would you like to see?
Here's what I would like to see. I would like to sue the state.
People sue McDonald's. My coffee's too hot.
Right.
It's coffee. It's supposed to be hot, friend.
The state of Pennsylvania is not properly taking care, maintenance, whatever we want to call it, of the roads that we have to drive on.
You're not wrong. And we pay for that.
Right, we do.
So our money, our tax dollars are not being delegated where they should be.
Right. So I think we should be able to sue the state.
Okay.
I need an attorney that is willing to take on the state of Pennsylvania and sue the state of Pennsylvania. Would it be like a
class action?
It would be a class action lawsuit, yes.
Oh, there you go. And who would win?
We would win.
We would win.
Well, as long as we had a good attorney. So if we have a good attorney out there listening to this podcast,
reach out.
Reach out because...
Let's do it. Let's form a team.
Pennsylvania, we have so many fucking roads that are full of potholes. We have roads that are collapsing that have been partially collapsed for months.
It's more so in the Pittsburgh area. I'm not sure that I see it here. Do you see it here?
No, I really haven't.
Mm-mm.
Western Pennsylvania.
Yep.
You dirty sons of bitches.
You dirty bastards, you.
Mm.
Good old...
I thought we were going to try and keep it cleaner.
Western. Says who?
I thought you wanted to keep our podcast cleaner. Less swearing. Fuck that.
Sometimes I'm able to control it, and sometimes I'm not. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
There's a off topic again.
It was. Yeah.
Right? Like, if you just kind of think about it, and yeah, so.
And I don't want to hear any of this bullshit people defending, Western Pennsylvania, underground streams, blah, 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 blah. You cross the border in Ohio, which is, 15, 20 minutes away. You don't have these issues. You can't tell me they don't have the same fucking terrain.
Right, for sure. Right.
So.
And again, they need to hit up where they get down to the dirt.
Yes.
What does that mean? I know we've discussed it already.
Yep, Maine.
But, and they get all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
PA, get down to the dirt. And we know we pay you enough to do it.
We do.
Because even coming out here, gas prices
are
$3.50.
Hmm?
We saw under $3.
Yes, we did.
I was like, what in the world?
You said it, and I had to do a double take.
Because I was like, wait. Does that say $2.98? I'm like, why are we literally paying 50 cents more? Why? Mm-hmm. I'm asking for a freaking friend. Why, Pittsburgh? Are we paying 50 cents more than out east? Please tell.
I could see, and here's the kicker of it. The excuse that is made is the distance from the refinery. So, if the refinery is, and if you look at where the refinery is at, they're in Dirty Jersey. So think about it for a second.
All right.
If that particular refinery services all of Pennsylvania,
sure,
then it would make sense.
But it's a little bit more money
that Pittsburgh would be the most expensive.
I just think they're robbing us. That's 50 cents more a gallon.
Oh, but hold on. Think about the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I don't want to think about the state of Pennsylvania.
We're in Gettysburg, which is the center. Mm-hmm. It's 320.
This is Central PA?
This is Central PA. So it was 320.
Sure.
319. So 320. It's out east of Pittsburgh, yes. But it's Central Pennsylvania.
But then you got Hershey.
Work with me, babe. Work with me.
Oh my gosh.
So you have Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Gettysburg, Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
319.
I'm with you. 319.
You have.
No.
It is 319.
Well, because it's like a touristy.
But hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Far west.
Right.
Of Pennsylvania. 350 something.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Between Pittsburgh and Gettysburg is where you hit that 298.
298.
So if you're using the argument, which they will use, of distance from the refinery, I call bullshit.
Well, obviously.
Exactly.
Obviously.
We just proved them wrong.
You know what it is? It's gouging, which technically I thought wasn't allowed. But guess what? We were getting gouged so fucking hardcore on everything. Mm-hmm. Gas, groceries. Oh, and now our electric bill as well.
They're not even fucking using Vaseline when they do it.
For the fuck's sake. You couldn't even keep you couldn't even get it took 7 days to get our electric back on. But yet you're going to show us a little snippet on the news there that you're going to raise our prices. Are you kidding me right now? Are you even kidding me right now? Going off the grid doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, it doesn't. We need solar panels.
We're going to do solar panels.
We definitely need solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not going electric car route, but we need solar panels for the house.
God, no.
Because we are gas engine people. And that's that.
We're realistic. Hmm? Imagine, okay, hear me out. We lost that power for I don't remember, 6-7 days. And if we had an electric car that I had to utilize to get to work, then what?
You'd have been screwed.
I'd have been screwed. So I wouldn't have been able to go to work. And guess what? I wouldn't have been able to pay the taxes. What in the world? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
And someday the grid might just shut down.
Oh, the grid will shut down one day.
All right. And then what? I'm not about to be stuck with an electric car.
Yeah, we're not doing electric.
That's completely ridiculous. It's expensive. The batteries are expensive. They only last so long. No, thank you. I'm not here for it.
I'm not opposed to solar panels for the house for the electricity.
Sure.
But electric vehicle, nah, we're not doing that. No. We're not doing it. And imagine if we had an electric motorcycle.
Well, that's dumb.
It is dumb.
I'm not even going to imagine it. I'm not even going there.
It wouldn't even be loud enough to block out the tinnitus in my fucking ear.
No.
You know, so that
you'd be able to hear me yapping.
Oh my gosh, I would.
The whole time, just like you were today in the car.
Yes, exactly. But we wouldn't be able to take the trips in the amount of time that we take the trips.
And then we take the trips.
Imagine coming back from South Dakota. We did 2 750s.
Yes, we did.
There's no way we'd do that in a fucking electric motorcycle.
No. I barely did it on our motorcycle. Let's be real.
Well, you did fine.
That's debatable.
You did good. You did real good.
Well, I appreciate your positive feedback. I know my truth.
Well, you did good.
Okay. Well, regardless, no, we would not have been able to do it. We would have had to stop and charge too long.
Right.
And it would have been a whole thing. And then, of course, I would have wanted the snacks.
Well.
What are you going to do when you stop? You have the snack.
Snacks are good.
Heck yes. Combos. What did you have?
And cheese curls.
Cheese curls. Sometimes you just have a dinner of appetizers. It's fine.
We did do that.
Yep.
It was good, though. Portions,
heck yes.
Smaller.
But
it was still good.
It's all as well.
We'll be back in a couple months.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Bike week or bike weekend.
Yeah. For sure.
So we'll do that with our friends.
Can't wait. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
Back to the topic at hand.
Oh my word.
We need an attorney.
Yep.
Because we need class action lawsuit, state of Pennsylvania.
So this is my thought. Don't you feel like there's some kind of clause or something or another that they have that protects them? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They may.
There probably is. But if you get enough people and voices,
sure,
that's how you make change.
You're right, but there's so much change that needs to take place in the state of PA.
Mm-hmm.
And especially out our way. Because, you come out here, right? You come out, apparently, middle, central PA, out east, as I like to say.
Well, it is east of...
It's east of where we are.
It's east of Western Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh, please stop. It's not even. But yeah, so no, you come out this way, and it's like a whole nother world. Like, it doesn't even feel like we're in PA, to be honest. But we are, right? But it's because it feels so different than Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. It does.
It does not feel like we're in PA.
It feels different than Pittsburgh. It feels different than Philly.
Oh my God. Wow.
And it feels different than
we've
the
been
Harrisburg
in Philly
area, because we've been in Harrisburg area for...
Oh, for sure.
For
we've been in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Hershey. Oh, I love Hershey.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone listening ever gets a chance to go? Totally go. It's a little bit pricey.
Go during your week.
During the week, yes, because you have people that pay for like the fast track or whatever.
the hell it's called.
Oh, you're going to wait in line for hours for like one ride.
Mm-hmm.
in the event that we go this summer, I think we may just do the water park. We're just going to skip the rides entirely. We'll see.
We can upgrade to the fast track and we can be one of those people.
Dear God, no. The fast track is like, you have to finance that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand all these people are paying for that. Get in line like the rest of us, man.
That really has ruined amusement parks.
It fires me up like you can't imagine. Like, we wait in line. How many rides did we get to ride last year? Well, it rained, so I guess it doesn't actually count. But, like, up to the point where we left because of the rain.
The most rides we've ever
ridden at Hershey? Well, like, what would you say?
4.
4.
In a day.
Well, yeah, because we wait in line so long.
Yes.
It's kind of obscene.
Yes.
Like,
that's absurd.
Everybody should just wait in line. Like, wait your turn. Like, when you go to Kennywood and that, like, in the olden days, before there was this fast track bullshit, where the parks are trying to freaking make all this money, everybody just waited in line. You waited your turn. Sometimes, like, depending on the ride, if it was, like, a better ride, of course you waited for a little bit longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good ride, so, like, you didn't mind waiting a little bit longer.
Right.
All right? I mean, this last time, I think we rode a ride before it rained.
Yes.
And we actually had to leave because it rained. Like, it poured. So, of course, we didn't actually leave. Like, we went to Hershey World and got, of course, a milkshake. Because that's what you do when you're in Hershey.
Yep, we got some candy, milkshake.
And then we dipped. Mm-hmm. We were home before it was even dark, which is not typical for us. Yeah. But, yeah, no, regardless, if you have a chance, anybody has a chance to make, you're out this way, you have a chance to make it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hershey's a beautiful park. Yeah. Well, we like to go to the arcade, too, though.
We do. We
like to
we like the arcade anywhere we go.
We're old school.
Yeah, we like to go to the arcade.
Yeah. We like to claw. Sometimes we like to win Kev stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. What's that game I really like? Skee-Ball.
Yes.
A lot of tickets.
Mm-hmm.
We got off topic.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh. Forgive me.
That's fine. You were talking about the roads. So you mentioned all of our tax dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So Pittsburgh, all of Western Pennsylvania, is an area of bridges. We have a shit ton of bridges. Mm-hmm. And they started, issuing all the reports on the quality of the bridges. Some of the bridges that we drive over are poor quality.
Well, don't you remember the bridge that, was it last? No, it's been over
the Fern Hollow that collapsed?
Yes, it was like a year and a half now, because it was not winter of 24, it was, I think, winter of 23. Yeah. A whole freaking bridge collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
People, like, I think there was a PRT bus on it and everything.
Yes, there was.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. And now they're, scrambling to find all this money to replace these bridges.
Where's our tax dollars going?
We discussed this before. Not about bridges, but we discussed maintenance when we talked about aircraft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking do your maintenance.
Do your maintenance.
On the goddamn bridges.
Yep.
And guess what? They will last a shit ton longer than if you do nothing, and then all of a sudden you got to replace the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening now.
And here's just a little bit of food for thought. Your maintenance is going to be way less expensive than just letting it go, and then having to replace the whole friggin' thing.
Right. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm not even, what are those people called that like build the bridges and...
Architect.
Engineer. I'm not
architect.
And guess what? I'm not even an engineer. That's just called a little bit of common sense there.
Right.
That's just a little, you know what? Then somebody doesn't get to pocket that money.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as people are, filling their fat fucking pockets, they just don't care. They don't care. I don't care that the bridge perhaps can collapse. I don't care. It's not my problem. I'm living it.
Sure.
Living at large.
Exactly.
What's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to come in there and police that shit. It's disgusting.
We're
not allowed to not pay the taxes on it. Like, we're not allowed to not pay. Like, be like, you know what? Like, you have the option to pay the taxes when you're getting your gas and that, or you don't.
Right.
You don't have that option.
Yeah,
you just pay the taxes.
I go fill up the truck. It's $50. I only want to pay $40.
Yeah, I don't want to pay the tax like it's optional. You don't have to pay
it's
the tax.
I really want to pay that.
Yeah, I don't want to line someone's pockets. You don't have that option.
Right, you don't.
You have to pay it, and that's fine. Like I have said so many times on this podcast before, I do not mind paying my fair share. I don't mind it at all. As long as it's going towards what it's supposed to be going towards.
Right.
For fuck's sake.
And it's not.
No, it's not. Clearly.
Because the roads are shit, the bridges are shit, and like I said, now they're scrambling.
Process improvement needs to come in there and take it over. Somebody needs to come in there and handle this. Let's go.
And it's so...
Think about it.
Even Biden passed that infrastructure bill. Mm-hmm. And still...
Happy Joe.
There's bridges that are shit.
Yeah, and we don't know. Like, we're not privy to that information. Mm-hmm. Like, we just trust that,
so all that money was given to PA and all these other states. Here, fix your roads, fix your bridges, all that stuff.
Sure. Where'd it go?
They just closed a bridge.
Who's living large on that cash, asking for a friend?
It's funny because they were talking on the news. I think it was 2 days ago that they closed this bridge, and they were talking about the Heron. It goes the Heron Avenue Bridge. I'm like, why the fuck do I know that? Mm-hmm. And then they showed it on the map, and I'm like, oh yeah. So the bus that I take into town, the last stop before you get into town is the Heron Avenue fucking bus stop, and that's the fucking bridge that we go under for that.
Oh, dear.
And they fucking closed that bridge because it was rated poor in 2024. And they just now closed it. Wait, it was rated poor in 2024. This is 2025. It's almost June of 2025.
I have no words. None.
Yes. The fuck are they doing?
Well, they're not doing anything. Someone is pocketing our cash and living large.
Mm-hmm. And that's why look, I don't want any money from the state of Pennsylvania.
No.
I want to sue the state of Pennsylvania so they fucking take action.
Sure.
That's what I want. Them to take action to fix this shit in a reasonable amount of time and quit putting people's lives in jeopardy and quit fucking up our vehicles that we have to dish out then more money to fix, to drive on these shitty roads.
That's what you get when your goddamn state's blue. That's all I'm saying.
Valid.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We got all these homeless folks in the city. It's creating whatever.
I told you.
It's not really...
It's 4 blocks from when I leave my office to where I catch the bus to come home. Mm-hmm. 5 homeless people approached me for money. People don't approach me for money. On that day, 5 people did. What the fuck, man?
Here's my little...
Do I look like the person that's going to give you money?
Here's my tip for you. I mean, if you get a job, I'm pretty sure that you're guaranteed to have some money there in about 2 weeks.
Hmm?
That's just a little friendly advice for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to fucking give you money.
Fuck no. Nobody's giving us money. You know
right.
you know where we get our money? We work.
Right.
We go to work. We do our job. And guess what? Every 2 weeks, lo and behold, it's a goddamn paycheck.
Every 2 weeks, it's exchange day.
That is exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. It comes in, it goes out.
Yep.
However, we have a roof over our head, food in our tummies. Fucking approach me. Well, nobody approaches me regarding that because I work in the city there, but approaching you.
Yeah.
Like you're outside of Sam's Club. That really fires me up as well. And I know we've discussed this before as well. You're going to stand there with a sign. Listen, nobody wants to see you succeed better than I do. You want to eat? Go get you a job literally a block down the street at whatever fast food restaurant. Somebody, you got to start somewhere. Guess what? You go to work, pretty sure that you're at least going to get your meal at half price, 50% off, and you're going to get a paycheck, so you're going to have the money to pay for your meal. There you go. I've just solved your problem. You're not going to be hungry. You're not going to be homeless because you go to work, you make the cash, you get you a little apartment. I mean, you don't need to be living large.
Right.
I mean, at this point, apparently, you're homeless. Anything's better than nothing. Am I right?
Yeah.
A roof over your head's better than standing outside the Sam's Club there.
Yeah, and apparently you can sign up for LIHEAP and we'll fucking pay for
there
your
you go.
utilities as well.
We'll pay you for your gas and your electric.
You know.
Yeah. Food stamps and shit.
Everybody that, works will pay for everybody else.
Well, I'm just saying. That really fires me up. You're literally going to stand there with a sign, please help. Well, this is my Saturday or Sunday, whichever day we actually have the time to make it over there, on one of the 2 days that we have off. And you're going to ask us for money? And I 100% assure you, everybody sitting at that traffic light is also there on one of their 2 days off that they just worked all freaking week. And we have to budget our time to even get to the goddamn Sam's Club to get our crap. And you're going to ask us for money? You can fuck right off, friend. Wow's that jacked me off.
You don't say.
Sit there with a sign, I'm hungry. Okay. Well, if you get down the street there to McDonald's and you get you a little job, you won't be hungry no more because you can get you double with some fries.
Right. There you go. Problem solved. Problem solved.
I did not solve the street problem.
Nope.
But I sure as heck solved the homeless, hungry people problem.
I'm telling you, we need an attorney to solve the street problem. Because that, I don't know, the state, that's the only way you're going to get PennDOT to take any action. And like I said, I don't want the money from them.
Sure. Yeah, clearly they're not taking action otherwise.
Right. So if we have any attorneys that listen to this podcast and you're interested in suing the state of Pennsylvania,
hit us up.
hit us up. We'll do whatever we can to help.
Yeah.
Because this is absurd.
Completely.
So.
Yeah.
So that was our rant for the evening in the Burg of Gettys.
Maybe took a little bit of left turn, but as per usual.
These things
typically on our podcasts, it does.
Right. So, like I said, if there's any attorneys out there that want to sue the state of Pennsylvania, let us know.
If it's even like a possibility.
Yeah, if it's not a possibility, if there are attorneys out there, they're listening to this, and it's not a possibility, please let us know and tell us why. I would love to be educated a little bit on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Never opposed to learning something new. So, all right. I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I take it. What was the song?
Before my time.
Well, no. It wasn't before your time. But Mike and Stace signing off.
All right, have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.